Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Every evening's disappointment
is next morning's hope.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hello, and hi. It is me, Meg Bashwiner, here for you.
Hey, it's Symphony, and I'm here for you, baby.
Hello. It's me, Hal, and this is Good Morning Night Vale. And it's the show where people who are part of Welcome to Night Vale listen to Welcome to Night Vale, talk about Welcome to Night Vale, read and respond to things you send us about Welcome to Night Vale, talk to other people who make Welcome to Night Vale. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you understand that this is your one-stop shop for all things Welcome to Night Vale. We are recording this on Tuesday, the 24th of October, 2023. Still no Speaker of the House.
Oh, you burnt.
You burnt.
Tonight we are discussing episode 146 of Welcome to Night Vale, which is the birthday of Lee Marvin. And the episode description is, Lee Marvin narrates his daily life and provides more insight on the dark planet.
Let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. Let's consider it.
Lee Marvin. First of all, great acting, TL.
Mm-hmm.
The acting was acted upon. But Lee Marvin, I feel so sad. That sort of existence. Now, I've thought to myself, would you like to live forever? And in a way, when I was young, I thought being a vampire would be so cool. Like, to live, like, forever. But then really contemplating it, but his seems less like he has a lot of freedom of movement. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He does, like, literally the same thing every day. That's horrible.
Well, if you're a vampire, you're limited to only when the sun is not out.
Right.
Unless you're the sparkly kind of vampire.
Right, like a Twilight vamp. No, but
Yeah.
I mean, even if you were only available at night, right, you could fly someplace in a airtight casket And then you'll be in a different country. You wake up in the night, you're ready to pop.
That's true.
You know,
Bram Stoker's Dracula, he took a boat.
ready to party. Yeah.
The night is long.
Right.
Yeah.
It's half of the time.
It's just as long as the day.
This has maybe the set, like a line that I'm still thinking about. I probably thought about it maybe 50 to 100 times between listening to it and now.
Okay.
Which is not to skip too far ahead to the end, but it is at the end, which is death is only the end if you think the story's about you.
Mm-hmm.
And all it made me think of is like, oh, I feel like what each of us want somewhere is a legacy. We want to be remembered. And I think for some, that's like the idea. Well, not the reason why you have children, but part of the idea is like children carry on our legacy.
Right.
They live on through us. They remember us. My mother's been gone for 15 years, but she lives on because I remember her and I talk about her to people. Mm-hmm. But then I started thinking, even with that, a certain number of generations where there are people in my family who I don't know who they are.
I've forgotten. Right.
They're 4 or 5 back, like the number of people who are not remembered. And then it made me think like, oh, someday when I die, the vast majority, pretty much everybody on the planet, with the exception of maybe a handful of people, relative, would even care or know. Because you don't know. I don't know the people who pass away from natural causes every single day. I don't know who they are. Mm-hmm. So just this chilling, like a lot of this is so much of his isolation, and that really drove it home for me. And it has been just sort of sticking in my craw.
You know how, yes, that too. I think about that stuff as well, but also that's what drives people to like have great advancements in science or math or whatever the heck, or write amazing books or performance stuff so that their legacy can like live on. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think, yeah, you hope that people remember you, but like, also to me, I'm like, it's such a small bit of the history of the universe as well. Like, when I stay up at night thinking about these things, because sometimes I panic about death, then I have to remember I'm like, I am very small. In the scope of the universe, I am one tiny piece of dust, right? Among all the planets in the cosmos and all the things that are going to happen over the whole span of all of time. So, but you're also so big, right? Because you're a part of this huge thing. So I try and do that, and then my brain gets tired, and then I go to sleep.
Just try to have some fun while we're here, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean?
I argue that the story is about you.
Yeah, go ahead.
And which is why you should live the life that you want to live and not be so concerned about a legacy, because it is your one unique life that you get. So you can live the life for you and for the people you share the life with. And the legacy, don't have a bad time here trying to leave behind something.
I don't think that those have to be tied to each other. I think that's a very good point. I just think about it like, I don't know. I want to be remembered. I want to feel like it would make me feel good to feel like I had an impact in my time here. And I know I'm probably thinking too big, but I don't know. For some reason, that's something I have a drive towards, but I want to do it doing the thing I love. So it all kind of is the same.
And you've left behind thousands of hours of recorded audio.
That's true.
For the aliens.
For people to listen to as long as there's time to listen to. There's also legacy that is not necessarily tied to you, but tied to sort of your space in the world. So if you taught someone something, you're not going to be like, Hal Lublin taught me this. Maybe they won't even know. But they'd be like, one time Hal taught me this, and then I taught this, and then that sort of goes down the line. Or even just like material things. Vintage shopping. I think a lot about like buy vintage glasses or bowls or decorations, and I think about the people who owned them before. I don't know who they were, but like they had full lives, and yeah, I get to wonder about what their life might be like as I drink out of their champagne coupe. that I bought for 10 cents at a yard sale. So we leave behind, I guess, more than just like big legendary stories, but definitely our traces on the earth with the things we teach other people, the way we treat other people as well. Like you might not remember, you might not know the person who, you made their day one day by making them laugh while you were buying a pack of gum somewhere. Like, that's something that mattered. And they don't know who you are, but you provided a small amount of joy in their very long life. So.
Oh, Meg coming with the wisdom.
There's so much legacy to leave behind. But yeah, this is what's one of those episodes where you're like really considering death and your time on this earth and what it is like to leave this earth and where we go after we leave this earth. I love that the sort of the mind of Joseph Fink is the afterlife is the dark planet.
Yeah.
The sort of traditional Christian afterlife, pearly gates, clouds and angels and gold and the things that you've always wanted. But the Fink afterlife is this planet that's like has invisible oceans and ancient forests and
huge cities.
And it's just this
dark cities,
dark place. But yeah, so the sort of foreshadowing is that Lee Marvin is seeing the planet, and in Night Vale, when you see the planet, you're about to die.
Oh,
so what does it mean when someone who is eternal is seeing the planet?
Right.
Weird. Well, and then he keeps having all these wild, wacky dreams, like in between his like daily routines, he's having these dreams, and I was wondering if those were also part of the dark planet. Or if they're just, or visions, the visions that he has. Is that part of the dark planet?
My take on that dream, the one where he's like, if I just let go, I would be in the water, right?
Right.
I think for me, that dream is that Lee Marvin can't let go, which is why he is still stuck here. That was my take on that. And that when he maybe allows himself to let go, he can go.
Do you think he will just start experiencing time differently? Or do you think he will actually just like die or whatever?
Well, we have one more in the trilogy. So
it will be answered.
Dang. Okay. Stay tuned, listener. Well, this whole thing, this is a wacky, wild little ride. But can we talk about some of the things that he does during his day?
Yes.
So every day he wakes up at 5 a.m. early, but not completely unreasonable, I think. But he doesn't wake up with an alarm. He just wakes up.
Yeah.
Right. He has the same breakfast and that's where I started to get freaked out is the breakfast. Because it's the most important meal of the day. And he's having the same one, like the physical same one he had. Like the apple has the same bruise on it, and it's the same amount of cornflakes. It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yes.
But like he has had other interactions with people, like that stuff changes. The other stuff, like within his home and on his property, it seems like it's all like evergreen,
Literally, in the desert, the lawn is still just bright green.
Yeah.
Right? In the afternoon, he does the same grocery shopping, right? And then in the evening, he watches the news and takes off his socks because he likes the way the carpet feels. And that's the only time I felt like he was happy, was talking about taking his socks off. That makes me sad.
Yeah. The concept of Lee Marvin, which was just this joke,
right?
Like the jovial news piece joke from many episodes where it's like, it's Lee Marvin's 30th birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah. And like, it was just this joke. And then 146 episodes later, we are like, let's explore what this joke actually looks like. And it's just this horrifying thing, this horrifying time loop of torture.
Yeah.
Are there any things where they've like done a deeper dive into something that's just been mentioned that didn't just turn out to be depressing and sort of horrific the deeper you get into it? I mean, sort of the vibe.
Yeah, no. Anytime we zoom in, we're like, oh, did we? Oh, okay. Well, we learned something there, didn't we?
Yeah, when you take a real look at it, it is pretty terrifying and horrible to think about. And yes, every dang time. But also he keeps talking about all the things for a person who is perpetually 30 and living basically the same day kind of over and over and over with some different interactions. There's a lot of things that he hasn't done. And if I had one day that was kept basically repeating on me, I would want to be able to do a bunch of different stuff within that day. Like, live 10,000 years within one day, right? But like, he's never done stuff like, he's never had a picnic. He's never been in a plane or has never flown or something before. He's never been in a hot tub or a sauna. Now, to me, that is a dang shame because I am a hot tub girly and I love a sauna. I love a schwitz.
A schwitz and spitz?
My goodness.
Don't shit in the spitz.
No shitting.
No.
But I do enjoy sitting in a hot room that makes me sweat and being in various temperature pools. Have you ever done that, Hal?
Yeah. I've done like sauna plus hot tub plus pool plus Nordic dip. That's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. Like it's very
like a cold plunge.
Yeah, exactly. Cold plunges. They called it Nordic dip at where it was like some fancy hotel where I went either with my dad or my mother might have still been alive, and I was like traveling somewhere with them or visiting them, or we went to might have been out in Palm Springs somewhere. It feels like something they would have in Palm Springs, but it was really it's invigorating is what I would say. It's
yes, it's great for your skin.
Yeah, 100%.
What about you, Meg? Have you done that before?
I've dipped in the cold. Yeah. I think it was on my honeymoon. The hotel spa had like a cold plunge. I've also just gone swimming in really cold water just because I like to swim. It's like, okay, go for it. Jump in the lake or the ocean or whatever.
Would you do Polar Bear Club where you jump in like the icy water?
I probably would do it. It's not something I think I would seek out, but if I was in a situation where I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't shy away from it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't seek it out.
Meg, you truly are a water baby though. Every time Meg seems so happy when she's in water.
I am.
She's like a mermaid, the way she moves around in there. Seriously. Some people are just like meant to be in water. I like looking at water and I like being near it and I like dipping in, but I'm not like a swimmer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Meg's like part dolphin.
I am.
It's great.
I am. Yeah.
It's a thing to behold.
I went swimming yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go swimming tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Where you got local gym?
I go to the pool at Bard College.
Do you have to sneak in or do they just let you?
Yeah.
They're just cool with it.
That you can, as a community member, you can buy a pass.
Nice.
And I did.
That's beautiful.
So it's good. They swim my laps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me and all the olds and the arthritics.
In you go.
And me.
I love it. You know what? I bet you Lee Marvin has never swam laps.
Probably not.
No.
Nope.
What other things do you think that he hasn't done? He's never parallel parked.
Yeah.
Now, I can parallel park. It's like a given right as a Chicagoan.
Yeah. I had to learn. I'm a pretty decent parallel parker.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
It's on the New Jersey driving test.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pennsylvania, too.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I had to parallel park.
Oh, no, wait. Did I have to parallel park? No, I had to do the thing where you pull up by the curb. You back into the, back to the curb. And you can't, if you hit the curb, So I was like,
you hit the curb, you fail.
2 feet away. And they were like, you get one forward and one reverse to get closer. And I just went forward, reverse. Like, you're not going to trap me. Nice try. I will not be fooled.
Yeah. Not to be all kids these days, but it's so much easier for the kids these days. They got those cameras. The mirrors, the mirror indicators, and like the
they have
360 stuff.
Life's so easy.
Yeah.
That really is.
You don't have to do the arm on the
Put your hand, turn all the way around.
and then turn all
Check
the
all
way.
your, you have to like constantly looking.
You kids don't know what it's like to use your neck. We were out here using our necks like suckers, looking left and right. No,
We're neck users in this family.
If you had every day the same day,
okay.
what would you do? I mean, it's for infinity, but what would be one thing that you would like want to take advantage of?
I feel like I would want to learn something. It's not like you forget like what you learned the day before. Like, you know, I would take lessons and stuff. You know, I would learn to play every instrument. I would speak a bunch of different languages. I would be like, I would really fill my, because there wouldn't be too much to worry about. You don't have to really pay rent, right? You don't have to go to work.
Yeah, you're just going to be back in the same spot again tomorrow.
Right.
So, yeah. It's the gift of time, right?
Yeah.
So you could learn to do things.
Yeah, I think I would learn to do stuff. But, you know, one thing you couldn't do, like when he was talking about building a house or whatever, like if that same day, but like in Night Vale keeps going, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how the time works.
Well, I don't know. It seems like it's a lot of the same. Like he has to replace, like when he goes grocery shopping, he has to throw out the same groceries and replace them with the same groceries. Like there's some stuff that's different, but it feels like a lot of it is, it feels like a lot of his thing is he's not moving forward at all. So I don't know if he would get to learn the whole thing. Yeah.
Right. He's not moving forward, but like everybody, yeah, I wonder if like, because if it's off his property and not him, could he build like a building somewhere else? Like every day he goes to the site and like hammers and glops together fucking bricks or whatever.
Or would he have to knock it down and rebuild the same part?
Right. Like that's Sisyphusian. Now, knowledge you could keep getting, right? But why can't he leave? So he can't leave either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Like what would happen if he tried to, run for the border?
Right. Get on a plane.
Beetlejuice. He'd wind up in the sand dunes. The worms would get him.
Well, I don't know.
It's not for us to know. It's for Joseph Fink to know.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
As he created this mess.
This is his fault.
I'm happy that he did, though. It's always nice to get a deep dive story about someone else in the world of Night Vale.
Yeah.
And it's rare that we get a full handoff, like a no Cecil, just full handoff to a character that we haven't really heard too much from in the past. And so getting TL to come in and just do a full episode and just rock it.
Also, where does TL come from?
T. Thompson is a neo-futurist, which is how we first met them. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know them.
I don't either, but they're great.
You will one day.
One day.
Yeah. I'm sure you will. Your paths will cross.
Maybe on their 30th birthday.
It could be 30 every day.
T also does the narration for the Unlicensed podcast on Audible. So T is the narrator of that show.
Oh.
So if you're looking for some more tea, and you should be looking for more tea because tea's great everywhere you find them, you can listen to Unlicensed.
There you go.
Season 1. And T will tell you all about Los Angeles.
That's awesome. Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the show. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather. This episode's weather was Sicilian Crest by the Mountain Goats. Okay, I was able to recognize that this was the Mountain Goats within the first 30 seconds.
Oh.
Please don't at me, but I am not a fan of the Mountain Goats. Like, I had never been like aware of them before. I became friends with before I became into the Night Vale world. So, but like he has a very distinct voice and I really like this song, but I'm going to tell you my favorite parts. I was obsessed with the drumming in this. It's like, I was like, your arms must be tired, baby.
Drum.
Cause he was like on it.
Yeah.
Like the whole time.
It seems like most drummers are in very good shape because you have to be.
Yes.
Right?
You get sweaty.
Right? Sweaty. I've recently fallen down this internet hole of, there's this like show, I think it's a podcast. This guy who's a drummer brings on famous drummers from bands and plays them a song without the drum track on it. And most of the time, the ones that they post on like TikTok and things are not, they don't know the song. And it's just fun to hear like what they would interpret the song to play. It's just very fun to hear. Yeah. So it just made me think of that. And I was really into it. I like that song very, very much.
John Worcester is the drummer on this song. I believe he's the drummer for the Mountain Goats.
John Worcester.
And also the band's Superchunk. And his birthday is on Halloween.
Hey, happy upcoming birthday. Well, as of this upcoming.
Happy Halloween. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John Worcester.
Yes.
This episode will come out after your birthday.
Happy upcoming and belated birthday.
And belated
This nexus
birthday.
of time.
So if you want to know a whole lot about this song and the album it came off of, might I recommend season 2 of the podcast, I Only Listen to the Mountain Goats. I believe it's episode 1 or episode 2. This is the last song on the album In League with Dragons, which the second season of I Only Listen to the Mountain Goats is about every song on that album. Each episode is its own song. So you can listen to that, which I did today. Because I listened to that podcast when it came out, but I was like,
Look at you.
I should listen to this because we're going to talk about this song today. And it was great to go back and hear about the creation of it. And it's a really great episode. It's a really great podcast. I'm very impressed by John and by Joseph, who hosts it along with, he interviews John, and John Darnielle talks about the creation of the song, the creation of a lot of his songs, but the creation of this album and of this song in particular. You get to hear the demo track, which is really great because his son is on it with him, because I think he tracks a lot of demos with his son. It's a thing they do together. And so it's very cute to hear John Darnielle be a dad, and then talk about the transformation of the song from demo to where it ends up on the track at the end of this album. And for me, what I found interesting about the discussion of this song is that this song evokes a feeling. It's got a very driving beat that's like kind of makes you want to like get up and go and do. But you like listen to the lyrics and it's not like, it's really just trying to get you to evoke an emotion. It's not necessarily telling a story, which I think is an interesting way to write, where it's a lot of times we think about songwriting like, oh, this is storytelling and we're going to, follow the character of the characters of the song through a journey. But no, really, it's just like a sort of anthem-y song about fascism, like kind of encouraging,
which I love,
or at least exploring a fascist leader. So that's Cillian Crest. Mountain Goats, John is always on tour, so you can always find the Mountain Goats on tour. He's on tour right now. They are on tour right now. They have a new album coming out this month, Jenny from Thebes. So if you want to listen to a new Mountain Goats album, it will probably be out by the time this episode is out. So listen to Jenny from Thebes. Hey. Mountain Goats and John Darnielle have always been a good friend of the Night Vale world, and I'm a fan. So
support.
Yeah. Ally. Say ally.
Ally. Now everybody say calzone. Calzone.
Calzone.
Calzone.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto, and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was, and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and one free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
Let's dig into this one, shall we? I got a hot piping slice of FanZone Calzone from Rose, who writes, "Good morning, Night Vale crew. This episode has been my favorite since I first heard it. I've always been fascinated by the dark planet lit by no sun. It feels to me like a poetic metaphor for death, wonderfully written, and the way Lee Marvin describes it is so captivating to listen to. I recently turned 31, and I feel the pull of that planet more every year. Sometimes it's refreshing to sit back and listen to someone else putting into words the thoughts or feelings about things we fear. It reminds me that I'm not alone, that this metaphorical planet has been seen and feared and eventually touched by every person who has ever lived before me. Welcome to Night Vale can be morbidly comforting like that sometimes. Thank you, Good Morning Night Vale, for balancing that out with silliness and good food. Love, Rose. P.S. Hal, do you think the dark planet has hydrocolon therapy? It has been 0 days. Ha ha! Good job, Rose. High five! Audio high five! You did it.
God damn it.
0 days.
And the answer is yes.
Rose!
I certainly hope so. Because who else would we living for, you know?
True.
All right. Isaac writes into us, "Hello, illustrious tri-hosts. It is I, the cranberry-consuming Isaac, returning to defend the chicken cranberry calzone." Oh. Being down under in New Zealand, we don't have a large Italian community, so I think that explains my lack of calzone encounters until the late night craving struck me. I've since checked the Fuck It Pizzeria's menu to show the selection they have, and apparently the cranberry chicken is an Italian-American fusion dish, ? Being only partially Italian and not American, I can neither confirm or deny these allegations. Hal, as requested, I have attached a screenshot showing the other calzone offerings, chicken, veg, and lamb. I am prepared to be the guinea pig in this calzone experiment. Make your selection, and I shall try it and report back. Cheers, Cranberry Enjoyer. And then our Cranberry Enjoyer has linked the menu to Fuck It Pizzeria that we can explore. And good for this pizzeria. I guess they're really out there trying some stuff. There's a K-pop chicken one. There's butter chicken, and they've got the little flags of the countries that the calzone is.
They're really going at it.
Representing from. So there's a butter paneer. There's a paneer tandoori calzone.
Tandoori chicken.
This is
apricot chicken.
International House of Pizza.
Yeah. Meatball lamb calzone. So we get to pick a calzone for them to try.
Lamb Mexicana.
I also like how the cranberry chicken one has brie in it, and that was the Italian American one.
Fake.
It's like,
this doesn't seem right.
So
okay,
it's not right. Which one should we have them try next? Or
none of these seem like traditional.
Let me pull up
calzone flavors to me. What's ortolana?
Ortolana is an Italian dish made by cooking various different vegetables before mixing them together with pasta.
Never heard of that.
Does that mean there's pasta within?
You know what? Go crazy. Go crazy. Do the Szechuan chicken one.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
That might be
to them, are we?
There's the American barbecue chicken. Looks good.
Inside the calzone?
I'm curious about the K-pop chicken. I just don't know what it is, and I want to know, but I don't want to try it.
What are they doing over there?
All right, that's it has been ordered.
That would be my vote, but
okay.
I'm also the barbecue one. Are we picking one that sounds good, or are we trying to get
Hal,
funky?
you're picking one.
Oh, I'm picking K-pop chicken, please.
Yes, because it says Hal, as requested, make your selection. K-pop chicken.
I get to pick. I get to. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to. All right, can you do multiple?
Yeah.
All right, I want you to do. If you get to do two together, let's do the K-pop chicken and the Moroccan lamb. Let's do that. Let's try those together. If you're just going to do one, let's do the K-pop chicken. Maybe just the K-pop chicken, because then if it's not good, it might be because you mix two things together that you don't want to mix together.
This seems like Not calzones, but Hot Pockets.
There you go.
Fuck it, pizzeria.
Sorry, I can't be more helpful.
Wow. Crazy wild stuff that we encounter.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel like, yes, it might be a jumped up Hot Pocket, but I want to see a picture of the calzone. Oh yeah, let's take a picture of the calzone, send it to us, like before you eat it. Anyways, next up, we have Matt. Matt writes, Good morning, Night Vale. I wanted to write in about my theory about Cecil's birthday. My theory is that it's one of the days that goes missing from the community calendar, which is why he never remembers it. It doesn't exist. Night Vale has meant a lot to me since I started listening. I remember sitting at work listening to episode 100 and having my coworkers ask if I was okay because I was smiling too much. That's when they get worried, huh? It's fantastic to see healthy gay relationships and casual LGBTQ acceptance. It makes me feel safe and welcomed in the community. Symphony, I was the awkward guy who came up to you in Boston after the show. Thank you, and Cecil, the one who has a birthday, for being so nice and taking a picture with me. It made my day and made me feel extra special. My boyfriend and I really enjoyed the show. All hail the glow cloud, Matt. Hey, Matt, thank you for coming up and saying hello. It's okay. You know, here's a little thing to all the sweet baby fans out there. I love you so much. And I get it. The first time you see one of us in real life, it's a lot, especially post-show, kind of sweaty. I probably have some gems glued to my face. I'm looking gorgeous. But you know what? I'm just a girl standing in front of another person, hoping you'll say, hey, Symphony, because that's my name. You're great. And I appreciate what you do, because it does make me feel things and warms my little coal black heart, even though I might not be able to say it because I have emotional problems. But I appreciate it, and we appreciate seeing you. So thank you so much, Matt, and thank you, everyone, for writing in and listening. You guys are the best. Next time, we will be talking about episode 147, The Protester. Until next time, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us about a calzone you have eaten. This show is powered by our patrons, like Gabrielle Simpson, Ira Tanner, Belinda Matthey, Balthazar, and Bree Palmer. If you are interested in supporting the show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. The calzone ingredient of the week is the bruise on Lee Marvin's morning apple.